Hello and welcome back to Jade's story. The pack just returned to us at our rendezvous site. They went out and did their own patrol, and Amazonite brought back a big meat chunk for the pups. And for all of us that stayed back at the den, it brought so much relief to Jade, and she is so proud of her pack and what they are becoming. It really gives her hope that everything is going to be fine in the future. I'm going to be real, I kind of avoided doing this video. Alright, sorry if there's a weird thing right there. Alright, we're just going to go into picture mode for a moment. So, I started my video. I was about to say I've been avoiding doing this video today because Jade is nearing the end of her life and it scares me every time we sleep. And I am so worried that she is going to pass before I am prepared and ready for it, because I am working on some stuff and I want to have it ready by the time it happens. And yeah, I was getting ready to say that, and then I got a phone call and I had to stop my recording. And then I forgot to hit record again when I started again. So I basically just said that, and then we took a nap. Thankfully, Jade has made it. She is fine, and now we are here. So, I apologize. Let's get back to it. We have Kai over here eating some food. The pack is regurgitating food for them. We have Maeve and Jolene also eating. Let's take a look and see how big they are. Oh my gosh. Kai is 23 pounds, Maeve 22, Jolene 22. So Jolene is catching up. Jolene is still at 22, Maeve is now at 29, and Kai is at 26. So Jolene is still our least experienced pup. And yeah, the adults are a little bit hungry. Jade is really hungry. So... Oh, coyotes. Just hanging out over there. Everybody in. Hurry up, Maeve. Maeve. I know coyotes can be scary, but it's important that you get in the grasses when we ask you to. Thankfully, those coyotes weren't too scary. Alright, let's take a look at our territory real quick. So the pack did a really good job of going out and securing stuff up a bit. We do have a low one right here. Probably have some dispersals hanging around in there or something. So I think Jade is going to go check in on that. And I think she's going to allow anybody to come with her. If anybody chooses to go with her, if nobody chooses to come with her, she is okay with that too, because it just gives her more time to be on her own, which she's really been enjoying here lately. It does look like she's gonna have some company on this trip, though. So it looks like Esme and Solstice are choosing to stay back, and we need to head straight this way, so west, a little bit south, pretty much exactly where we are pointed. So, pointed. I tried to mix the two words together and it sounded weird. Yeah, we're gonna head over here, strengthen up this territory, and look for some food because Jade is pretty hungry. The pack didn't bring back quite enough food to feed all of them, and she's happy that she is still here to help out a little bit. You know, when they come up a little bit short, she can still go out and make sure that all of their needs are being met, basically. We have Basil up here hanging out. starting to take the lead a little bit more, just like Amazonite and Sapphire. Alright, we are in this territory. Let's find our scent post. Do small bear. Looks like our scent post is way over here. We have a mule deer or something up here on the hill. I think Jade would prefer to find something bigger for the pack, though. There's that. Let's see. Yeah, we could definitely use to go strengthen up, like, this part of our territory a little bit more, too. So, I think, yeah, I was gonna say, we're just going to sniff the air and find an elk scent and follow that, just see where that takes us, because there's nowhere we really need to, like, absolutely get to. I think Jade was kind of hoping to have fewer wolves come with her so that she could just maybe find like a little hidden ungulate in the grasses that she could munch on and then, you know, bring back something small for the pack so that they could go out and, you know, get more practice on patrolling on their own without her. But since so many decided to come with her, she's decided an elk hunt will be a better idea. Nice little rally with the pack so that we are ready to go when we do find this herd. Also have quite the storm going on and a bull moose. Okay, well. So what happens when you're following your nose a little too closely and not watching where you're going with your eyes. Scents are getting very strong. The herd must be very close. There goes Spore chasing after a rabbit. Oh, Jade spots the herd across the way on that hill over there. Just gonna give Spore time to eat that bunny, and she also sees that the calves seem to be up with the herd now, so they are no longer in the grasses. All of the moms and babies have returned to the herds, and that means the elk are entering their strongest time of year. And going after the elk calves is going to be a better idea. So it's just kind of off by itself. Amazonite, Spore, and Steel just getting in there, not even caring about the mom, trying to whack them with her hoofs. And it's done. Wow. That was quick. As usual, Jade allowing the pack to eat before she takes her own fill. Amazonite seems to be pretty proud of Steel in that too. He seems to be giving Steel words of encouragement, and Steel seems pretty happy with what he's hearing. Jade definitely noticed Steel getting in there on that hunt as well. We are going to have to hunt another one, so let's go ahead and catch up with the herd. And they are. Antler here. 7 in Lavender, latching on with Jade. There goes Amazon Night, and another one down. Jade is going to help herself to this one because the other one, all the rest of them got first dibs on the first one they hunted. Amazonite must have held back a little bit on the other one too because he was also still pretty hungry. Alright, how is everybody doing? We have 7 in Basil, Spore. Have a lot of them all filled up. We are pretty close. No, we're not. I say we're pretty close to the rendezvous site, so I think we have time to call the others to us. We're also not in our territory. We have attracted the attention of some coyotes, it seems. There we go. Amazonite is looking a little bit unsure. Alright, and then let's see, 7 and Spore. Yeah, Jade's going to send Spore and 7 back home. Where is 7? To watch over the pups and get them some food, and we're going to go catch up with the herd again and see if we can't take down another one. Nope. Sapphire going straight in for the adult elk right there. Jade, again, not really hurting the herd. She's just kind of chasing them. She's not getting around them like she normally does. Very interesting that she is choosing to... like, she's not really worried about where the herd is going like she normally is. They are just making very quick work of these guys, aren't they? And she's going to save a chunk for... Steel is growling at Basil. They are having a little bit of a disagreement, it seems. Little elk antler over here. Jade was hoping to save this for the pups, but I do believe that... I don't remember who stayed home. I think it was Solstice and, yeah, Esme. So yeah, she's gonna save it for them, and they'll have to try and take another elk calf down, I guess. There they are. Have a meat chunk for you guys if you'd like it. You might not get any, but that's okay because we are going to go hunt again. feel like feeding wise and hunting wise, Jade is... They're seeing a little bit more of Jade being herself, besides the fact that she is not herding the herd like she normally does. You know, she usually takes time to get around them and make sure that they are running back into her territory. I think right now she's really just kind of trying to study the herd and find a calf that is kind of off on their own. But the elk keep running before she has a chance to pick one. And then she ends up just chasing them. So maybe that's why she's not hurting them like she normally does. Oh, calf falling behind her right here. Name tags back up so we can see who's doing what. Jade is slowing down. She's having a hard time keeping up this time. Lavender and Sapphire with a good grip. I think Jade took a bit of a hit there, but I think the calf also took that hit, and that's why it went down so easily right there. There we go. Hopefully Solstice and Esme can get enough off of that. Excuse my dog barking. Esme play bowing over it. Alright, is everybody filled up? Looks like the pups got food. Wonderful. And Spore and Seven are back home. Okay, perfect. Looks like there's a tiny bit left on that, but not enough that makes it worth marking. They did end up in this territory, and I think Jade is going to see if she can't take it over just because she's here. There we go. And that gives us these two territories way up here. We're borderline on that line right there, so we do need to be careful if we come up here during the fall season. I don't really see a Jade returning here, though. You know, she just really takes things as she's there, and you know, she will take extra as needed, but she doesn't care to keep it or maintain it. I think the pack is happy to see Jade out and about, going out with them. She seemed strong during that hunt. She seems to be acting more herself today. I do think that they are relieved to see that. You know, they've seen what a tough time she's been having getting through the loss of her mate and, you know, all of their father. All of, you know, Malachite was their father too, so, you know, they also lost someone that they cared very much about. But Jade definitely seems to be the one that has taken it the hardest. Amazonite greeting everybody as he comes in. Everybody's saying a bit of a greeting to everybody. Thank you guys for coming home early to feed the pups and watch over them. Appreciate you guys. Jolene's like, wow, that was a big meat chunk. I'm gonna catch something that big someday. Kai. So we're running around in circles. Got the zoomies, Kai. Aww. Seven has a very sweet face too. He reminds me a lot of Lavender. Little Jolene off sitting by herself. Let me see. Okay, the pups are very tired. 23, 30, and 27 all getting so big. Everybody's fighting over the meat chunks now. Kai, you're kinda down there, bud. You just passed out right over here, didn't you? Why don't you come up with your sisters? Here we go. And let's get a picture. Well, we're just here hanging out. Alright, and let's catch up on some sleep, shall we? Thank goodness. Jade is doing okay still. And Jade's still a little bit curious about what happened to that bison carcass that she swears that she smelled in the last episode. She still isn't catching the scent of it. I think she kind of shake it off like, man, maybe I am losing it. Looks like a moose calf out there in that field. She's gonna invite some of her pack to go with her. I'm not sure how big the moose calf will be at this point. Maybe it's not even a moose calf. Maybe it's something else. I do think that Jade would want to get her pack a little bit more experience with getting these moose calves. Big pack of coyotes running this way. Watch out, everybody. Moose are mean. I think this would be Basil and Spore and Seven's first moose calf. Kayla's taking it for herself. Jade was wanting to get this for the pups. Thankfully all the pups stayed in. Jade paid no attention to if there was enough affinity. to make sure they stayed in the grasses and nobody stayed home with them. There you guys go. If you guys are hungry, then that's yours. If not, the pack is going to eat it. Looks like the pack's gonna eat it. Oh. Jade figures she might as well get in on this too. Stole it out from under him. Maybe you want some? No, pups just aren't hungry. Well, I think Jade might go out and try to secure a little bit more of this territory up. She's debating, because like I said, she's having a hard time letting the pack kind of take over and go out and do their patrols and kind of see what they can handle and what they can do. She keeps feeling like she needs to be doing it, and there are coyotes coming. Everybody in. Jolene, where's Kai? Okay, Kai's in. Maeve's in. Alright. The pack has been doing a great job fending off those coyotes. So, you know, maybe Jade should just hang out and see if the pack will choose to go out and strengthen up the territory again. She's really struggling back and forth with, you know, wanting to give the pack plenty of practice, and also just knowing that, you know, if you want a job done right, you do it yourself. And yeah, she knows that if she doesn't go out, she might have to go and clean up after them, kind of a deal, and she would much rather just go out and do it herself. So that's definitely her struggle right now. But she knows that they really do need to start taking a little bit more responsibility. Sorry for extra background noise. Yeah, so I think she's just going to get some more sleep. The pups aren't very hungry, so she doesn't want to regurgitate all of her food. It scares me sleeping so often. Alright, let's go ahead and put food down for the pups. Give them as much as we can. See how big they are today. Oh, 25, 25, 24.5. We're just waiting on Jolene before we go into the growing pups phase. Oh gosh. It's exciting and also scary at the same time, because the bigger the pups get, the more likely Jade's time is going to come. Spores out there, keeping guard, keeping watch. And everybody devoured all of that. Wow. Do we have more that we can put down? Because if we're hanging on to any, the pack will not go out on their own. There we go. Yeah, I think Jade would love to stay home with the pups and, you know, teach them a little bit about hunting skills with the little critters that are around. They need more experience anyways. And I think she would love to spend the day doing that with the pups. Sapphire, were you hungry? Esme has Kai chasing him. And now they're chasing Kai. I don't think Kai was playing anymore. He was just walking off. Little Maeve hanging out with Amazonite. Kayla chasing Maeve. Aw. So cute to see them all running around. Jolene doing some digging. I should definitely try to get some more pictures while it's daylight, now that I think about it. Aw, Jolene got her stick again. Yeah, Esme is often found just sitting by Jade, just kind of sitting with her. I've been noticing that a lot, and it really reminds me of what Malachite used to do with Jade. Maybe Esme seen Malachite doing that so often, and it's just something that he kind of picked up. That's so cute. Is that 7 or Lavender coming? 7. Aw. We got little Maeve over here. Doing some sniffing. That's cute. Is that Kayla? Yeah. Keep name tags on for quick picture. That is so cute. Maeve just rolling around on her back. Got Jolene still doing some chasing over here. Aw. Looks like we have Amazonite and Basil playing with Jolene. Not the greatest of pictures. Jolene, you're so good at finding those. Spore coming over to check on her, maybe sneaking up behind her. Gonna give her a little scare. It'd be cute if they did that. Aw, she's gonna chew on her stick. Jade, it looks like you're getting kind of left alone over here. Let's get you up and moving over here. On name tag so we can see better. 7 is still doing the bouncy hops. And unfortunately, doesn't look like anybody is interested in going out and doing anything. But Jade does spot another moose calf over there. Kai has gone in. All the other pups, everybody's just spread out everywhere. My goodness. Yeah, Jade loves that there are so many moose calves around this rendezvous site. She can't help going and getting a moose calf. What she would love to see is for her pack to go out, take care of territory, and bring back a moose calf of their very own. Now that the ungulates are no longer in the grasses, it would be really cool to see them bring back a whole moose calf. But, you know, if Jade keeps going out and bringing food back, they probably aren't going to go out at all. You guys go. Solstice, I would love if you'd let the pups eat first. Little Maeve trying to get her way in. There you go, Maeve. Push those big bullies out of the way. Just trying to get a nice picture of the pack. I mean, definitely need some good pictures. Kai, you have the most interesting looking face. Who is that behind? Basil? He looks like he has a notched ear, like right in that side. I don't think Amazonite has it, does he? No. So that's something different between Amazonite and Basil. The notched ear. I wish I could control the camera a little bit better than this, but I can't. Let's go over here to little Maeve digging up a storm. Look at that cutie pie. Yeah, we can kind of see Amazonite's eyes better. He has a lot lighter eyes and definitely no notch in his ear, so very interesting. We got Jolene, little cutie pie. I love when they lay like that and everybody else is just kind of curled up around behind her. Let's see. Yeah. Jolene is at 24.8 pounds now, getting so close. She's still very far behind on her hunting skills. And I think the wakefulness is above 40, so the pack could still choose to go out, but I think Jade is starting to really kind of... She's probably starting to stress out a bit about this territory a little bit. Like, you know, she's at the point where she doesn't want to be the one to tell her pack what to do. Like, she wants to see them take initiative and take responsibility and choose to go out and get things done. But with that said, I think we're out of time for today, so we're gonna have to see if the pack will go out on their own next time and see where things lead. We should be able to get into growing pups in the next video, and hopefully Jade continues to thrive and grow stronger, and I hope she sticks around for a while longer. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you are new. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, bye-bye!